In our last episode, I bought a Ribcraft 585 completely unseen, headed over to the Isle of Wight and raced against the tide to collect it. Now, there's just one problem. Can we get off this wall before we run out of water? Let's find out.
Right, you ready? It's going to be quite abrupt.
Anything you want me to do?
Keep out of the light. Don't get too much light in here. Right, you ready? There you go.
See ya.
Now we've finally cleared what will always be affectionately known as Stuart's Wall and headed out of Cowes into open water, I stopped about here to release the Ribcraft and then transfer on to a longer tow line. The plan was to stay in shallow water away from the main shipping channels and other vessels before making our way towards Southampton. Once we reached the Itchen Bridge, I'd call ahead to let them know our time of arrival.
I think we're about halfway across the Solent. We've got a ship coming in on the right hand side. Just got to watch out for that, so I'm going to head left a bit. I'm heading straight towards Cowshot at the moment. The water is quite shallow over that way, but we'll turn off before. What I'm conscious is that we're crossing a shipping lane, so we need to cross this really as fast as possible. So everything's going well. We're towing about just under 6 knots now. And yeah, it's going well. I can't believe the weather just suddenly turned. The wind's gone, the sea's calmed. Yeah, you couldn't have hoped for a better afternoon to do this, really.
With everything's going so well, it was just time to sit back and enjoy the afternoon. The tour across the Solent and Southampton Water went surprisingly smoothly, and before long we were making our way back up the River Itchen. After a long day collecting the boat, it was reassuring to be back in familiar water.
Hopefully there'll be a couple of people to help us in now. because we have 2 boats to try to dock. But the idea is just to bring this boat in so they can lift it and put it on our trailer, and then we'll take it back. Yeah, so there's our help. Oh, there's 2 guys, look, they're brilliant here. So I phoned them earlier just to tell them we're about 10 or 15 minutes away.
This is Southampton Dry Stack, where I keep my boat. It's a specialist storage facility where boats could be stored either indoors or on racking, protecting them from the elements when not in use. Launching and recovering the boats is handled by a multi-purpose forklift. Unlike conventional forklifts, it has a negative mast, allowing the forks to be lowered down over the dock edge and into the water. Once the boat is positioned above the forks, the operator carefully lifts it clear of the water, while a second member of staff checks that nothing such as the transducer or other fittings can be damaged during the lift. With the boat safely recovered, it is then transported back through the dry stack facility and onto a dedicated loading bay. From there, lifting straps are fitted and the boat is carefully lowered onto its trailer. After towing the Ribcraft all the way from Cowes, this was the moment we'd finally get it back onto dry land and see exactly what I've bought.
Alright buddy, how's it going, man? This is Anthony. Anthony's filming today for my university. You look brown.
Sick. Nicely tanned.
Yeah, where you been?
Here.
Oh, rumour has it you're going to do my boat for free.
Free?
Yeah.
I don't get done for free around here.
I know. I've just paid to have this lifted. What do you think?
£20 a metre. Oh, what? Tubes are a bit tired, don't they?
Tired? Seen the front?
Yeah.
I don't know how they'll come up. The idea is to have a go, you know?
At what?
Like getting them up again, getting them.
How do you plan to do that?
A miracle, I think. You think they're bad?
That won't go any blue.
It won't?
It'll only go whiter.
Will it?
That's kind of below the paint, like below the blue. So the more you clean it, it'll just go whiter.
No, I think that's oxidization.
Okay.
Yeah. Look.
I think that's as you go through the weave.
Oh, maybe not.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You can always do wear patches along it.
I think it'll be alright. Obviously it needs a lot of work, but I think that's oxidization. I'm not sure. It is pretty bad though, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon that's sunwear like Yahoo had at the front, if you remember that.
I think towards the back, I think you got some crystallizing. But yeah, they are almost. It's hard to say. I think it's oxidization. I think they'll come up pretty well, but I think it's through there. Look.
They're holding air nicely though.
Yeah, they are.
So you can always just wear, when they're getting the tubes on at the front, do wear patches between each of the ropes. I think that would make it look a lot better.
I think I'm going to clean it and see how it goes.
I'm going to stay with that one, but I got it.
Oh, I saw you doing that. That was one next to mine, wasn't it?
Jack's been working on a yellow scorpion, so we decided to go and check it out.
It's not come up too bad, has it?
That's beautiful. Is that the one you sent photographs of me?
Yeah.
And how did you think about the white?
I don't like white anti-foul.
You don't?
No, because it oxidises and goes green. Got some like GRP problems there.
Yeah, well, that's
I
beautiful.
did some repairs up top just so it wasn't going to seep in. I did some GRP repairs up there so it wouldn't seep through. He said he doesn't care about a colour match, he just wants it so it's watertight.
How long does that take you?
The anti-foul? Day. About half a day.
What? sanding as well?
Oh no, it was a whole day sanding, scraping and sanding,
Yeah.
and then afternoon priming, let that cure, then an afternoon anti-fouling. It's 5 coats of primer, 2 coats of anti-foul.
With sanding, epoxy primer and anti-foul, I'm starting to wonder if it's even worth trying to get this anti-foul off, and it's a really good job. I think we've missed the traffic now, so it's time to head home. The drive home gave me plenty of time to think. My mind was already racing through the growing list of things the boat might need. Some matching Daphne blue hypalon, glue for repairs, possibly new electronics, a trailer, and then there's the small matter of an engine that didn't run. The more I thought about it, the more I realised I'd taken on another big project. The only question was, just how big? This is my mum's garden. I call it the Field of Dreams. It's where all my boat projects live, and it means I get to keep my mum company while I work on them. The trouble is, I'm not so sure she's going to be quite as excited about this latest project as I am. In fact, I was already wondering where I could hide it.
How many boats is that you've got, Alex?
Not enough. As Mum loves the boat so much, I think we should... This is mine.
I bet you should bought it.
Cut, Anthony, cut. It's been a long day. We left home at 7 a.m. and got home at 9 p.m. Although this part of the adventure is now over, the hard work now begins. Will my mum ever forgive me? And what will the survey show up? Join me next time as I give the Ribcraft a thorough clean and find out whether Jack was right about these tubes.